Hey everyone, it's Mr. Greg. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for a few minutes for this, for this live. I don't know what's going on with my voice. We want to make sure that you invite your friends and hit the share button so that everyone can join in tonight's conversation. We're going to be talking all about this amazing series of books. They are called How to Catch. There are 20 of these books in the series, and tonight we are starting a giveaway for the entire collection of all 20 of these books. So there are 20 different How to Catch books. We're going to have a whole list of things we're going to talk about with the books. So they are phenomenal books. We use them in our classroom. We read them at home with Adeline. So it's an amazing giveaway because somebody is going to win the entire set, and you're going to win a stuffed unicorn, and there was another stuffed animal. And we have 3 Read It Up resources to go along with these books, and you'll be winning those as well. So this giveaway is sponsored. We're partnering with Source Books, who published the book. So thank you to Source Books for partnering with us for this amazing giveaway. Thank you for supporting teachers and writing such amazing, inclusive books. And so to enter the giveaway, the link is right there in the comments. I dropped it in earlier. I will drop it again throughout the live, and we'll make sure that we drop it in the comments after the live. And so those of you who are joining us later during the replay, welcome to the replay. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and click that link and get entered. It's a Rafflecopter link, and so you'll follow the steps to win. And then we will give you, we'll announce the winner, I think, in 3 days. All right. So if you're not familiar with the How to Catch series of books, they are all different themes. So How to Catch a Dinosaur, these are the ones I have at home. A monster. I showed you the mermaid, perfect for Halloween, October. They are basically the same kind of format. You're basically trying to catch something. So the kids in the story are trying to catch something in the story. So in this particular book, they're trying to catch a witch. And the way they do that is by building and creating traps throughout the story. And then something happens, and we have to see if the trap works or if it doesn't work. So one of the best things about the books is predictions. Number one, we can look at the traps, and before we read whether or not it works. So, here's an example of a trap. So they're trying to catch the mermaid. So they're going to put a shiny crown in the trap and see if the mermaid will get the shiny crown and if the trap will work. So then I'll talk to the kids. I'll be like, okay, what do you think? Give me a thumbs up if you think they catch the mermaid or not. And then we find out, oh, they didn't catch the mermaid. All right. So predictions is a good one. Another thing that I love about these books is they are packed full of vocabulary. And so we know that vocabulary is a area that we really need to focus on. It's, aligned to the science of reading. We know that vocabulary instruction is difficult. And so we know how important it is. We know it's one of those pieces that we need to make sure that we're including. So these books provide some really great vocabulary. So allows for some great vocabulary instruction. So, and I also like this. A lot of times the vocabulary words that you'd want to teach are going to look different. So it also can talk about text features and, why does the author write that word? And you can talk about, reading, I spot my monster right away. He's practicing his roar. So, you can talk about, being good readers, reading with expression, and how those words are there. Ooh, bag of tricks. Great phrase to talk about, right? So building some of that vocabulary. What does a bag of tricks mean? Getting the kids to talk about the bag of tricks. Let's see. Nabbing. Ooh, nab. That's a good vocabulary word, right? What does nab mean? Right? And so you can see great illustrations. How to Catch a Monster. Let's look at the witch book since we are all in October. Okay. So here's an example from the witch book. Clever. The witch is clever. Great vocabulary word. What does clever mean? Getting the kids to talk about clever. We need far better traps before this night ends. And so again, the whole premise of the books is to catch something. And so the characters, the kids in the book, are building traps. So another great thing to do with your students is some language development. And so you can get them to turn and talk, and they talk about how did the trap work and why or why not. Why do you think the trap did or did not work? So it's a really good way to do some turn and talk, get some of that higher order thinking, some of that critical thinking in. And so that you can see here. And sometimes I'll even show the picture before we read the pages. And I'll be like, okay, did the trap work? And they have to focus. They have to really look at the details, right? And so you have to look at the pictures and you can see, uh-oh, didn't work. They didn't catch her, so that trap didn't work. Turn and talk to your partner about, why do you think that trap didn't work? What happened? And so then they can turn and talk, and then you can have them share out. Another great thing you can do with these books, there are lots of rhyming words. She likes spiders, and maybe their webs can help out. The witch could get stuck on the floor. Hang on a second. Wait just a minute. Do you have more kids than before? And so floor before, talk about rhyming words. So you can pull in some rhyming words. All right. Great opportunity. Busting moves. What does busting move mean? Getting the kids to talk about it. And then guess what you do? You get them up to bust a move, and you get everybody up to dance for a minute. The witch is clever and brought lots of friends. We need far better traps before this night ends. So friends ends, rhyming words. So lots of vocabulary, really good, strong, rich vocabulary, a lot of opportunities for rhyming words, predictions, problem solving, critical thinking. All right, so here's our trap. What do you predict? Will the trap work? Will the trap catch the witch? So then they can turn, they can talk. You could even have them stand up and move. All right, if you think the trap will work, stand on this side. If you think the witch gets away, stand on this side. And then you can find out and see who is right. All right. And so great books. Obviously, one of the best things that you can do with the books is you can design and build traps, right? They do have the book, How to Catch a Leprechaun. And we know leprechaun traps are a very popular activity to do in March. And so this would be a great book to read before your kids do the leprechaun traps. And so now you don't necessarily have to build a trap every time you would read one of these books, but you can have them design and draw a picture of their trap and talk about it and share it with the class. And so if you don't want them to actually do the trap, if you want to do a couple of real traps a year, that's great, but you could always have them design the trap. So How to Catch a Witch was released last year, so it's fairly new. And so again, I want to remind you to hit the share button, invite your friends. We are partnering with Sourcebooks to do it's an amazing giveaway, because one lucky winner is going to win the entire collection of How to Catch books. There are 20 of these. So somebody's going to win all 20 of the books and a stuffed unicorn and another stuffed animal. I can't remember what that animal is. Plus, you're going to win 3 Read It Ups from the Kindergarten Smorgasbord, because we have 3 Read It Up resources to go along with the How to Catch books. And so the winner will receive those as well. So that not only are you going to win the books, but we're going to give you some resources to help you bring the books into your classroom. And so to enter, I've dropped the link to enter into the comments again. You'll click that link. That will take you to Rafflecopter. There are lots of different options for you to enter. The more of those you do, the more chances you have to win. And so, again, if you haven't used these in your classroom, I highly recommend them. They're fantastic. The kids love them, especially after you've read 1 or 2 of the books. Then the kids will recognize them, and they get really excited because they love the mystery. They love the excitement. They love trying to figure out, are we going to catch the dinosaur? Is the dinosaur going to get away? And so they love trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work. And so lots of opportunity for STEM, right? So you can see they're designing the traps. So you could pull in a lot of STEM activities, even if you did simple STEM activities in the classroom, not necessarily a big elaborate trap like a leprechaun trap, but you could do really simple STEM projects with these, right? And so, Dinosaurs escaped, so we have to catch him, right? The dinosaur is more bird than reptile. And right there, you could stop and have a conversation. What does it mean that the dinosaur is more bird than reptile? So you can talk about how we now know that dinosaurs were very close to birds, right? And so lots of opportunities for teaching some content, reading strategies, vocabulary is a big piece, rhyming, lots of predictions, great opportunities for turn and talk to build that language, getting the kids to justify their answers. Oh, you don't think? Looks like we've got a plant eater. The Venus flytrap had no chance. So why did the Venus flytrap not catch the dinosaur? And so getting the kids to talk about it. Well, it didn't work because. So getting them to justify their answers. And then, of course, Venus flytrap and great vocabulary, great science tie in there as well. This clever girl runs fast as the wind and dodged our trap in a hurry, but we've got more in store for her, so there's no time to worry. All right. And so here's the trap. So what do you think they put in that swimming pool? So, hope the kids can talk about, oh, it looks sticky. Maybe it's slime. Maybe it's glue. Did it work? Why does the sign say dinosaurs swim for free? What are they trying to do? Oh, they're trying to trick her. Right. So lots of really great learning opportunities for these books. They're fun. They're really engaging stories. The kids love them. And they provide us with so many easy opportunities for instruction. And finally, one of our favorite things to do with them outside of the STEM component with, designing and building traps is art. So for each book, you could do a simple art project. And, we love to do hand painting and feet painting. And so these lend themselves very well because we've done dinosaur footprint painting. We have a witch footprint that we've done. Could totally do a handprint monster. I have seen hand and feet mermaids. So for each book, you could totally do a hand or foot painting project, right? All right, process writing, absolutely. How-to writing, how to build a trap. And so these books are fantastic for pre-K and up because it provides so many opportunities for writing, vocabulary instruction, language development, turn and talk. That's a really big thing in our reading curriculum. And so anytime I can do turn and talk with some engaging stories and some engaging books, we pull it in, the kids, getting them to talk about stories, lots of opportunities for predictions, vocabulary, working on rhyming words, which we know is a real challenge for our students. And just a lot of great opportunities for critical thinking because you're getting the kids to talk about, did the trap work? Why or why not? How could you make the trap better? What would you do to catch the animal? So a lot of great learning can happen in these books. Plus, they are just fun. And we know how much we need fun read-alouds in our classroom. So these are super fun. And I saw a comment how the kids get so upset because they never see some of the faces. And that's so true, right? But it's that air of mystery, right? Like, oh, why don't we get to see their faces? And so it brings in a little bit of that excitement as well. So again, I want to wrap up and remind everybody that we are doing a giveaway. And one lucky person is going to win not one, not two, not three, not four, but all 20 books in the How to Catch book series. So there are 20 different books. Someone is going to win all 20 of them for your classroom. Plus, you're going to win 2 of the stuffed animals of the characters, and you're going to win 3 read-it-ups from the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. So click the link. I've been dropping it in the comments, and so you can click that link. It's a Rafflecopter link. You'll go to Rafflecopter. You'll complete all the steps, and the more of those steps that you complete, the more entries you get, and the better your chances of winning. It's an amazing giveaway. If you have not read any of these books, I highly recommend grabbing one from Amazon or from your library and bringing it into your classroom, checking it out. I promise the kids are going to love it. You're going to love all of the learning opportunities that these books bring. And so here's a great one to start with in October. And if you can't do Halloween in October, that's okay because you can still do monsters, right? And so, yeah, amazing books. Thank you to Sourcebooks for partnering with us in this amazing giveaway. And make sure to follow Sourcebooks on social media. because they have a great STEAM week coming up in November. And so they have a lot of great resources for you for STEAM activities in your classroom and how to bring more STEAM into the classroom. And so make sure to follow Sourcebooks. And that's part of the Rafflecopter. So when you head to the Rafflecopter, that's one of your giveaway entries is to follow their social media. All right. So again, click the link, get entered so you can win not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 20 How to Catch books, 3 Read It Ups from the Kindergarten Smorgasbord, and 2 stuffed animals to go along with your How to Catch books. The link to enter is in the comments. You can click that link, head over to Rafflecopter, complete your entries, and we will announce the winner right here on social media in 3 days. So get registered, share with your friends, invite your friends to get registered as well. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll see you all very soon.